So in this video, I'm just going to be mentioning some of the updates in Affinity Photo. So the first thing I want to mention is that they brought back the redo and undo buttons. So to turn these on, go to Settings, then Interface, then click Show, Undo and Redo buttons, and then Done. So when you open up a document, you'll see those buttons here. The next thing I want to mention is the new divide blend mode they've added, which can be used for correcting colour cast. So this can be good if you're into long exposure photography and want to remove a yellow colour cast, for example. So I'm using this picture that I took for the example, and I'm going to the Layers Studio and I'm clicking the plus sign at the top and adding a fill layer. I'm hiding that fill layer for now so I can see the picture underneath. And then I'm going to the Colour Studio and I'm dragging the colour picker tool over to the yellow light coming from the street light. Then I'm clicking on this circle and you can see the other circle changes to that colour, and so that colour will now be applied to the fill layer. Then I'm clicking on the three dots and I'm changing the blend mode to divide. So you can see the yellow colour cast has been removed and the colour temperature is a lot more blue toned, but if it's maybe too extreme then you can adjust the opacity. Another update is pattern layers. So to create a blank pattern layer, go to the Layers Studio, tap the plus button and then pattern layer. And I'm changing the size to 400. And then to paint a pattern, you'll need to go to the paintbrush tool and then paint on the page, and the stroke will be replicated across the entire document. To resize the pattern, go to the move tool and then you can drag the corners of the box. And you can also rotate the pattern, or you can go to the Transform Studio. Another feature is live Liquify Layers. I'm going to the Stock Studio just to get a picture for the example and I'm dragging that over to the document. And you might need to rasterize it first. So then usually you'd go to the Liquify persona. But then once you click apply, you can't go back and change it. All you could do is press undo, but that would undo everything you did in the Liquify persona. So to add it as a live filter, go to the Filter Studio, then Distortions, and make sure to turn on Add Live Filters, and then click on Liquify. And you can see it's been added as a separate thing here. So you can turn your changes on and off, or double tap and you can edit them whenever you want. The next thing is linking a layer. So linking layers means that you can share layer attributes between layers and have them all update if any of the link layers attributes are altered. So I'm first going to make a shape. And on the commands menu, I'm selecting duplicate linked. And you can see these shapes which shows the layers are linked. I'm just going to add a fill layer for now and drag that to the bottom of the layers, just to see the blend modes easier. To view linked layer settings, go to the Layers Studio, click these three lines and choose Show Links. So then you can see which attributes are associated with the layer. So for blend mode and ranges, all the linked layers will have the same blend mode and tonal blending. So then if I go through the blend modes, you can see others change as well. For vector shape parameters, I can change the shape's appearance. and it doesn't matter which layer you click on, just as long as it's a linked layer. But for example, if I want to change this shape to yellow, but I don't want the others to change, then I can unlink the vector fill attribute and change the colour. The next feature is text on a path. The path can be created from any line, curve or shape drawn using any of the line or shape tools, but whatever shape or line you make has to exist on the page first. So I'm going to make a curved line. And then I'm clicking on the artistic text tool. And then tap on the line where you would like your text to begin. You can drag across the text to highlight it, and then you can change your text size and font. If you want to move the position of your text, drag the green arrow across. And to change the shape, go to the Move tools and drag the corners of the box. And it's the same thing if you want to make a shape. But this shape will go when you add the text, so if you want to keep hold of the yellow circle, for example, you will have to duplicate it, but I don't need it, so I'm going to delete it. And then I'm going to the artistic text tool. I'm tapping on the line. I'm highlighting it to change the text size. And again, you can drag the green arrow to position the text. And you can change the shape on the Move tool, and you can also rotate the text.